me loose from the pettiness they turn on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me. This is who I am. This is who I am now. No matter what they say, this is who I am. This is who I am now.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to. Oops, overlay disappeared. Oh nope. Welcome to the Better Man Show. Hi, I'm BK. If you are friends, obviously you know that. Sorry, it's just a bit of a mess right now. But tonight we're going to talk about what are red light, yellow lights, and green lights. And just a minute, I just want to get some things out of the way. So obviously, if we are friends, you know my name, you know who I am. But if we are not friends, don't be a stranger. Feel free to add me as a friend. I'll be glad to have you as a new friend. Whether I'm popping up on Facebook or Instagram or some other place that you're seeing me. Also because I am kind of testing out some platforms and I want to see how they are performing. So this, although it's not a tech show, but I do have some tech things that I'm testing out. So drop a comment and tell us what platform you are on. Happy Friday. Today is a Friday. My friend just sent me a message with TGIF and I kind of replied. I said, thank God I'm fasting. I've been doing intermittent fasting for a while, so just a lame joke. I'm sorry. And one last thing. We are on day number 39. So exactly 39 days ago, I started a 100-day live stream challenge, which some of my friends told me to my face, hey, you're crazy, which I sometimes think that they are right. But well, it's been 39 days of, actually, come to think of it, it's quite amazing. It's been 39 days. It's been 39 days of learning, evolving, growing, and all those nice things, right? So, like for example, some of the things tonight I changed the intro music. The intro music is titled "This Is Who I Am Now," and so it was something I came across, and I liked the title and I liked the music as well. So I hope you liked it. If you like the full version of the song, I'll send you a link later. So that's one thing that I've changed. Also, the platform has changed. Graphics has changed. Title has changed. In fact, I was just telling a friend today that we started with no titles. Then we had a normal title, which was 10 p.m. with BK. And then I have this current title now, which is The Better Man Show. It's about my journey, sharing my journey to becoming a better person. And obviously, this show is suitable for both men and women. But right after I've come out with this title, I think something else came to mind. So please don't blame me or please don't scold me if I do change the title again. As I said, this whole show was a challenge, and I also said right at the beginning that things will evolve over time, and I think it has truly been evolving in many ways. So thank you for everyone who has given me comments, feedback, private messages, and especially friends who actually said that they have benefited from some of the things I've shared in the program, right? In fact, yesterday one of my friends was saying that she enjoys the tech stuff that I share. Although this is not a tech show, but I'm starting to realize why there are so many tech shows out there. I can understand why there's so many YouTubers or so many people who do tech review shows, because it is honestly very fun. It is very fun. So I can understand why they are doing it, because it's fun, right? I mean, who wouldn't want to do something that is fun? Which kind of brings us to the topic for tonight. It's a short one. Just wanted to share certain things that I came across. And so, red lights, yellow light, green lights. Do we run our lives like a traffic stop? In fact, we should. So this is something that I came to understand from an author, and he shared this thing about Richard Bleasbrook. Okay, he shared this thing about red lights, yellow light, and green lights, and it's the way we kind of treat or our attitudes towards things that happen to us. So, for example, if your attitude is a red light attitude, obviously a lot of things that come to you, brand new stuff that you have never done before, you will obviously say nope, red light, right? So, for example, if I had a red light mentality, when this idea of a 100-day live stream came to mind, I would say, nope, no way, I'm not doing that. This is too difficult, right? That would be the first response if that was my whole mindset about life, right? But if I have a yellow light mentality, then I might go something like 100 days. Sure? Really? 100 days? That's like a long time, right? Maybe I can do it like 5 days, 14 days, you know? So that would be a yellow light where you kind of want to do something, you do it, but you don't go for it 100%. So that is yellow light. Talking about that, I mean, we always like to joke about driving, right? So green means go, red means stop, yellow means go faster. Another lame joke. Don't worry, I'll get better over time. Hopefully by the 100th day, I can almost be a stand-up comic if I try. I don't know. Should I try? Okay. So it kind of brings into, it blends very well with how I've been. So red light, green light, yellow light, you know. So the obviously last one is green light. So green light means you are open to a lot of things. And when the universe sends you something along the way, your first mentality is, okay, I will do it. I may not know how to do it, but I'll find a way to do it, right? So this 100-day challenge was obviously twofold. One obviously was to kind of say yes to a challenge. Number two was also to was an exercise in discipline. So that was how I saw it. So it was a green light philosophy. It was a green light mentality. So I kind of jumped into it. And some of you, if have seen the day one, I mean, obviously day one was mostly rambling. I'm still rambling, I think. But what I mean is that day one was literally I just literally jumped in and said, okay, I'm going to do this. This is day one. I'm not prepared. I don't have all the things ironed out. I don't have everything crystal clear, but I'm just going to do it. And then slowly along the way, it changed. So that was having a green light mentality, right? A green light mentality. So I kind of like it when authors like Richard Bleasbrook is able to put things across in such simple terms. Like, I mean, it's a philosophy, but yet because it's couched in simple everyday things like a red light, yellow light, green light, which is like a traffic stop, I gravitate towards such things. And like I was just thinking about it as like some recent words that I gravitate towards were like things like incessant, green light, obviously, and the last one that I've been running around in my head recently a lot is called proof of concept. So I'll talk a bit about proof of concept in another show probably. Okay. So today is before I go into the rest of the things I wanted to share today about green light, I have something else I want to share. It's really a happy news day. It's really a happy news day. So right early in the morning, a good friend of mine sent a message about her having some really, really good news. I'm truly happy for her. I'm not at liberty to share, but it's just something that she has been hoping for a long time. And now that it has happened, I think the universe has just brought good things along her way. So I'm truly, truly happy for her and wish her and her family all the happiness possible. So a friend had great news. This was a happy news day. Second news was one of our customers had very great results. You know, they were having a very difficult health challenge, and thankfully, they have seen very good results after what they have tried with us. So it's a very good, happy news day. Customer had wonderful results. They were facing a very severe health challenge, and because of what we could do for them, they sent us very good news today, right? And last good news of the day, I had great coffee. I just made a great cup of coffee. So some of you may have caught another episode where I actually had coffee at a coffee joint, and I had the tastiest cup of coffee ever, right? So I went to the barista and asked, I can't do what you do. Can you teach me? You know, so I was I was daring enough to go and ask, and he gave me like a half an hour masterclass, and I just did it. So yeah, it's pretty close, I guess. I'm saying, I think it's pretty close. So so that's the happy news part. Now, so back to green lights. Back to green lights. Uh, Recently, I started reading this book by Matthew McConaughey. I think I got his name right, and I think this is a Scottish name, right? Because any name that starts with MC, Mac, is a Scottish name. So Matthew McConaughey, he has a book called Green Lights. What a surprise, right? Green Lights. I just wanted to read to you the first 2 pages introduction. I mean, it's just the two short paragraphs, a few short paragraphs of the intro, because I think I'm in great company, because what I'm doing with this live stream is exactly what he's saying in those few words, and I was very honestly pleasantly surprised. So do check out this book if you have not checked out this book yet, right? This is a very I just started reading it. I can't tell you more, but even the first few paragraphs have been very, very inspiring for me. So, okay. So this is kind of like his bio or his intro as an author, right? So he says, this is not a traditional memoir. Yes, I tell stories from the past, but I have no interest in nostalgia, sentimentality, or the retirement most memoirs require. This is not an advice book either. Although I like preachers, I'm not here to preach and tell you what to do. This is an approach book. I'm here to share stories, insights, and philosophies that can be objectively understood, and if you choose, subjectively adopted by either changing your reality or changing how you see it. This is a playbook based on adventures in my life, adventures that have been significant, enlightening, and funny sometimes because they were meant to be, but mostly because they didn't try to be. I'm an optimist by nature, and humor has been one of my great teachers. It has helped me deal with pain, loss, and lack of trust. I'm not perfect. No, I step in all the time and recognize it when I do. I've just learned how to scrape it off my boots and carry on. We all step in. From time to time, we hit roadblocks. We we get sick. We don't get what we want. We cross thousands of what could have done better and wish that wouldn't have happened in life. Stepping in is inevitable, so let's either see it as good luck or figure out how to do it less often. So I love that first intro, the few paragraphs that he wrote, because it's exactly how I feel about what I'm doing with this. Although it's a 100-day live stream challenge, but it's kind of like a video journal. Of course, some of the things that I can truly understand what he says, because I have stepped in, I have what up, So I truly appreciate what he says. And the other thing, of course, what I want to do more is what he said earlier, which is his life has been a lot of adventures. I think I need more adventures in my life, in the sense that I have been playing. It's rather safe for most parts of my life. And being a Singaporean, we have this very structured life, right? But thankfully, recently, life has been an adventure, and hopefully more to come. So I strongly recommend that book. If you have not seen it, it's called Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. Let me show you the book again. And we talked about this another episode as well. That's yesterday's show notes. So Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey is like a memoir, although he's not retired. He says he's not retired, but it's just an interesting memoir. So this was one of the books that I came across in another podcast. And, remember we said that sometimes don't leave a place without a commitment. The moment I heard it, I bought it first. That was like 2-3 weeks ago before I actually picked it up and started reading it today, right? So, but if I had not acted that day to pick up the book, I would not have seen this passage today. I would have likely forgotten about it altogether. I wouldn't have picked up the book at all, right? Another interesting lesson for me is that when I hear something, when I chance upon something, even if there's a slight inkling of okay, this is something I want to try, I'll go for it first, right? Whether it's a book or it's an Audible. In this case, for example, right, just pick it up first, and you might never get down to reading it, but because you committed to buying it in the first place, it will just pop up on the radar again, which happened to me today, right? So I was just reading it because I was thinking of red lights, yellow lights, and green lights, right? And it happened that this title is called Green Lights. So I started reading the first few pages, and I truly, truly enjoyed the first few pages already. So hope you enjoy this, and yeah, this is what I wanted to share. Happy Friday. This has been a happy news day. I'm truly, truly excited today about all the great news I've been hearing. So have a great weekend with loved ones. Happy Thanksgiving to people who are celebrating Thanksgiving. And those who are looking forward to tomorrow's, actually it's today, but I mean Black Friday for sales. Don't spend too much. Watch your credit card, right? But yeah, probably can catch some good sales. Even some of the softwares are having good sales. I picked up a program today on iPhone photography. It was heavily discounted. So check it out as well. So just gonna take you out with some music. Good night. Have a great weekend.